I always want to be a sportscaster, and I know I might be getting a little deep here, but who cares? I'm speaking my heart. I've always wanted to be a sportscaster. I've always wanted to do this job. I grew up loving Marv Albert and Howard Cosell and want to call football games as much as I possibly can for NFL Network. That's why I flew to London twice last year and went to Tampa to try and not mix up Jameis Winston and Deshaun Watson's name a remarkable amount of times.
You did a great job.
Thank you, sir. I went to University of Michigan, wrote for the newspaper, and then went to Northwestern Graduate School to try and get a job like the one that I had on ESPN for all those years, and try and get a job like the one that I've had with NFL Network since 2003. Try to get a job that would lead to doing a show like this. Nothing can prepare you for being the host of a show during something like this. And the something like this is coming on the air the day after a major American sports league decides to suspend its season because there is a pandemic flu going around this globe without a vaccine or known cure coming down the pike for months, if not maybe a year. It's the reality. And the whole concept of let's play games in front of no fans, which as of yesterday, I was advocating for the NCAA to do. I was advocating that as of 2 days ago when the Ivy League decided to cancel its tournaments for the men's and women's basketball programs in their conference. It was a shock 48 hours ago. Shock for a lot of people to just say the regular season champ is the ultimate champ to go into the NCAA tournament, which yesterday announced that there would be no fans for its games for the first couple rounds. And I thought that's not a bad idea at all. And then last night, Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz is diagnosed, tests positive for the coronavirus. And as soon as that happened, I realized the concept of playing in front of no fans is not a proper concept at all. Because there's teammates out there, and there are referees out there, and there are NBA officials out there who need to put the games on, and there are security, members of security out there, and there are ticket takers for whatever small amount of people that would, I guess, get the tickets. In the case of the ACC tournament that I'm imagining is still going on right now, Chris? In front of no fans?
They are there in front of no fans as of right now.
That each school got 150 tickets for, I guess, family and friends. Rudy Gobert has coronavirus. That means everybody on the Jazz needs to be quarantined. Everybody that the Jazz played in the last 14 days needs to be quarantined. Anybody that refereed a Jazz game needs to be quarantined. Anybody that was nearby the Jazz bench needs to be quarantined. Fans, too. And they were in 4 different cities in the United States. The Washington Wizards announced today they're quarantining themselves. Donovan Mitchell, a half an hour ago, was diagnosed with the coronavirus himself. And Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN is saying that Gobert, I guess, was having just as much fun within the locker room as he was with the media, where he was talking about this a couple days ago, and he touched the microphone and the table and everything when he ran out, which at the time people were like, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
Not so funny now.
Not so funny.
In the same way that the Ivy League canceling their tournaments 2 days ago, not so out of the realm.
Seemed like an overreaction at the time.
Not an overreaction.
Does not appear that way.
The Big Ten and the SEC, 2 major conferences, along with the American Conference, canceled their tournaments.
Big 12 as well.
Big 12 canceled their tournaments. It's only a matter of time till the NCAA cancels March Madness for the men and women. And I know that that is a bummer in places like Dayton. And it is a bummer for Dayton. And a bummer for San Diego State and Creighton and all the teams that might have put together a Cinderella season and hope to still. But this is serious, people. This is happening. It's only a matter of time till the NFL cancels their owners' meeting. Only a matter of time, in my estimation, that the NFL decides to hold the draft in Las Vegas another year down the road. Only a matter of time. Only a matter of time till Major League Baseball decides to push the opening day somewhere down the road. Maybe play half a season. My nephew Jack, he's been hoping to play his senior year of baseball forever. He's been working for this moment forever. How many kids are going to be like my nephew Jack, that their final high school baseball senior season before they go to college canceled? It's a bummer. It stinks. You know what else stinks? A pandemic flu that gets worse because we don't do what we need to do as a society. And I am up to here of people that can't grasp what is happening. I'm not here to sow panic. I am not here to do that. I am here to just talk facts. I am not here for clicks. I could care less about clicks. One of us here in the studio contracts this virus. Guess what happens? We're off the air for 2 weeks. Poof. So I'm not here for clicks. I'm here for rational conversation. I'm here for rallying around each other. And I'm here for getting tests in the hands of people who can test people fast. So we could figure out what the hell is going on and who does need to stay home and who doesn't. Who needs to just keep on washing hands and being safe, sneezing into their elbows, and going about business. Going about our business and trying to live life in a manner that is reasonable without panic. But we just don't know what we don't know, and we're not in this country, for those watching on YouTube. I have no idea where the hell to get tested right now. Do you? Does anybody? Apparently, according to Woj, the most outrageous thing in my mind, because Rudy Gobert was just having fun a day ago, 2 days ago, I proffer to say he wouldn't be touching everybody's stuff anymore. The most outrageous thing in my mind is apparently it took a considerable amount for the Utah Jazz to find and get a test for Rudy Gobert. What the hell is going on? I'm serious. What the hell is going on? Because if we are all up to speed on knowing about this and knowing how we can handle it, knowing if it comes, how to handle it, knowing if it comes for a loved one, for somebody who is older, how to handle it, we'll all be less panicked. And maybe the markets won't be tanking. How about that idea? I mean, I'm deadly serious about this, folks. And I want to hear about partisanship. Because I don't know who Rudy Gobert or Donovan Mitchell votes for. They both got the virus. And I just felt, watching the Oklahoma City fans file out of the arena last night as the game got canceled, I thought,
yeah,
those people might have it too? Is it possible? I don't know. I read up on it. I'm thinking it's likely they don't. But this whole business that it affects only older people and people who have bad immune systems. How old is Donovan Mitchell? Is he even old enough to vote? Yeah. Is he old enough to drink? Barely.
Maybe not rent a car.
Bill Russell tweeted out about the NBA canceling or postponing its season, suspending its season. He says this is a great move by the NBA. It's of major consequence and concern for people of my generation. Yeah, it is.
Donovan Mitchell, 23.
23 years old. Now, he might not need hospitalization. He might be able to get through this whole thing, but he now needs to sit out for 2 weeks at least.
At least.